Well, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Good morning in Australia. Hello, Emily on the East Coast. How's everybody doing? Oh, I'm here early. Hello. Welcome. I am very excited. I have to take my flip-flops off. End of the work week. We made it, guys. We made it. You guys are amazing. A couple updates. It's my birthday in a couple days. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to be 43. What is happening? Oh, DC. That's so nice. Welcome, everybody. A DC raid. I love that so much. It's my wedding anniversary and my 1 year sober. Oh my God, congratulations and happy anniversary, Hannah. That's amazing. I'm here to raid. We welcome raids here. That's awesome. Thank you, DC. That's really cool you guys are here. So my birthday is in a couple days. I'm doing a fundraiser. In case you guys didn't know, I probably should update. I should update you guys. So let me actually pull that up. Luna's making an appearance early, I see. Hello, ma'am. Welcome. Yes. All right, so let me get an update for you guys. Thank you for the compliments on my hair. Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is the teal. This is teal from Caracolor. It's their Caracolor conditioner. And very, very easy. All I do is, actually my daughter does it. She puts it in my hair dry. My hair's dry. And I let it sit for about 45 minutes. And, oh, yay, we have different colors. My husband just changed the batteries in my remote to change the color. You guys can't see that probably. Is it going to be stuck on green now?
I don't know.
It's green. It's fine. Anyway, so let it sit for 45 minutes and then I rinse it out. And that's how we get this. This is probably, I think we touched it up last week. And then I will use their, it's a conditioner, but it doesn't have any color in it. And I'll wash my hair a couple times a week with that. So yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, Caracolor is amazing. Would love to work with them. They don't have an affiliate program or anything like that. But when they do, you know what's about to happen. So update on the fundraiser. I got a little sidetracked. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so far we have $44.94 for the fundraiser. That's okay, babe. Just leave it green. It's okay. Thank you. You should have seen his face. Yeah. So I do know that some people have donated directly to the organization, which I absolutely love. If that was you, please just let me know because I do want to track everything, because yeah, I'm very excited. So this is what I want for my birthday. And it's going to go to the, I can never remember the name of this, guys. Sorry. I want to make sure that I'm saying the correct organization. So give me just a second. Am I in the right channel? Yeah. It's the projectheal.org. I should know that, but yeah, it's almost my birthday in 2 days. Taurus season. Love that. Shout out to my fellow Taurians and anybody that's celebrating anything. If you want to put that in the chat, that would be pretty cool. And then I just hit on my channel here, friends, 8,900 subscribers. Or no, did I just do that backwards? I absolutely did. Hold, please. Let me get 9,900. What did I say? 8,900? Good Lord. Babe, you don't have to do that right now. Oh my God. He's got the tape measure out, guys. I don't know what's about to happen here. He's measuring the lights. Yeah, 9,900. This is definitely a queen t-shirt. Absolutely, yes. And yeah, 9,900. We're getting close to 10K. We're 100 subscribers away. It's really, really crazy. I'm very, very excited. I don't know what are you doing, babe? Wish you guys could see this. He's like trying to be super quiet. And he's got the tape measure, and he was all. Anyways, we are all over the place today. It is how that's just how it's going to be. But I wanted to give you guys those quick updates. So 9,900 subscribers. What in the world? And then also the fundraiser. So if you would like to donate directly to that organization, you can go to www.theprojectheal.org/donate. Or if you'd like to grab some merch, DC and Avery Joe made a custom design just for this. And I think that's really cool because what we're trying to do is offset. Is that the right word? We're trying to, offset what Optavia is doing. You know what I mean? Because we don't like them. And I know they're watching. So what's up? Yeah, the tape measure ain't quiet. Yeah, he was trying though. God bless him. All right, so today, in case you are brand new to my channel, my name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. If you are brand new, I hope that you stick around. I hope that you click the subscribe button. We have a big goal that we're working towards, and it's coming fast and furious. It's very exciting. And yeah, counteract, Eloise. Thank you. That's a better word. Counteract. Yeah, offset. Yeah, anyways. We have a Monet, or as I call it here, Monet, a Monet video that we're going to react to. And I have watched a little bit of this, just a couple minutes. It's Christina Smallwood. And from what it sounds like, it's her origin story. I didn't want to watch too much because I wanted to, I know you guys go wild when I make predictions as far as what is going to be said. And so I didn't want to watch too much of it because this will be one of those videos where I probably do a lot of predictions because I was in it for so long. Granted, I was never in Monet, but it's the same thing. You know how you hear them say, I think Tony from Monet said it last time, wash, rinse, and repeat. Yeah, same thing, no matter the company, in my opinion. So yeah, you guys are awesome with the comments. It's my birthday on the 31st. Well, happy early birthday, Sam, and anybody else that has a birthday this month or is celebrating anything awesome today. You guys are incredible, and I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, that being said, oh yeah, go and like the stream, please and thank you. That would be awesome. We have almost 200 people here already, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, everybody take a moment, like the stream. Let me know what it's flavored like. I have an energy drink. I already opened it. Sorry, guys. There's no bubbles tonight. Say what? Guys, X out of the comments real quick. And then go in and like the stream, if you would. Please and thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right. Let's get this video going. Ooh, lemon lime. Oh, man. All right. Let's do this thing. I'm going to start the video and drop your commentary below. You guys, you know how we roll here. Okay.
Christina, I'm going to be sharing today about the importance of, it's not really a matter of being in charge of your own schedule. Like that should not be the goal. The goal should be to live life on your own terms. I've been partnered with my company for 5.5 years.
Hey, Christina, you're not partnered with your company. You're a distributor, a 1099 contracted employee, if you will, with Monet. So Yeah, you're not partnered with them. Although it does make you sound a little bit more professional. It's not factual. So,
and recently have been inducted into a new club and a new level of success. And I just really want to share like 4 main things I'll be going over in this video.
I know the 4 main things. This is actually, I think, a script that Eric Worre gives. And it goes something along the lines of, what was your life like before your MLM company? How has it changed it? What are you looking forward to? There's 4 parts. I might be getting them kind of mixed up, but I think that's where we're going with this. Yeah.
Who I was before Monet, okay? Total hater, big time hater, skeptic. What brought me from skeptic?
I'm going to pause this real quick because why do they always say why do they always categorize or group haters, people that just don't like other people, with skeptics? I think a healthy dose of skepticism is a great thing because it allows people to critically think for themselves. But of course, when you're in an MLM, you don't want people doing that. So that's probably why they group them together. There are haters. We are on the internet. So there's going to be people that are trolls. There's going to be people that just don't like what you're doing, what you have to say, whatever. That's fine. It's the internet. But to say that people within, and she hasn't said this, but to say that people within the anti-MLM movement that are displaying facts and statistics and data from these very companies and labeling them as haters because it makes it easier for you to push your narrative. Yikes, my girl. Yikes.
Skeptic to why not? Like just that initial, like, why not? Let's see where this goes. Like what brought me there? What's happened since I said, why not? And then 5 things for you.
Also this, I think absolutely yes. That is their new thing that they say, that they all used to hate it. There's a lot of them that are saying now that they used to be anti-MLM. But here's the thing. If they were actually anti-MLM, if they were actually against what multi-level marketing stands for, the business model, the emphasis on recruiting, all of that stuff, they would have never joined an MLM. It's like once you see behind the curtain, there's no unseeing it, if you will. So I agree with this also. Hey, Kate. Wild.
You to put your business hat on and really think about. So a little bit about me before Monet. Let's dive right in. I was a hairstylist, since I was 18 years old. I'm 38. Holy crap.
How embarrassing is that she was a hairstylist and is now shilling Monet? That's embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Crap, 30 years. And 20 years. 30. Oh my God. I can't do math today. I'm already off to a rocky start. No, but I've basically been doing it a long time. Feels like 50 years, to be honest.
It probably feels like 50 years because you're constantly on your grind. You're constantly hustling because you have to. It's exhausting. I remember that life. Yeah.
And I worked 3 jobs. I worked weddings every single Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I worked behind the chair. I serviced a couple hundred clients. I had an assistant. I had a wait list. Like I was reviewed and rated #1 on Yelp in Orange County in 2009. That's my little claim to fame there.
It's 2023. Did she say 2009? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It's giving, you guys know what I'm going to say. It's giving the high school quarterback that is reliving the big play from high school 20 plus years later. It's 2023. That was in 2009. So also we know that there's always a story. I wonder why if she left that salon or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Weird.
but I was really just like heavily involved in the hair world. I got an opportunity to do hair, styling Tamra on the Real Housewives of Orange County, which just opened so many opportunities and doors. And my husband and I, you know, we are adoptive parents. So I, somewhere along, you know, the journey of my, you know, career, we got married, we bought a house, and we found out we were infertile. And I'm a doer. And so I just felt like, you know what, I really do think that, you know, just a heavy amount of prayer over our infertility journey and like the journey to learning about that quickly led us down the path of adoption. And I
already know where this is going, and you guys do too. See, people that are in MLM that do lives like this typically will use really challenging or extremely vulnerable stories in an attempt, in my opinion, to relate to the audience. So when you are in an MLM company like she is, and you have a large following like she does, and you start mentioning things like infertility, or I've seen, and you guys probably have too, people that talk about addiction and recovery, or there's a lot, because the human experience, right? And just going through really difficult things in our lifetime. But when you're saying that and you're weaving it in a way that people are going to go, oh my gosh, this person is talking about infertility, and then they're going to follow her. And then she's all of a sudden going to bait and switch the audience with Monet or recruiting or those types of things. That's unethical. That, in my opinion, that's unethical. You're trying to attract people to your social media through things like your battle with cancer or addiction or abuse or those types of things. You're trying to get people to relate to you so that they trust you, so that when you bait and switch them, it's not as alarming. It's gross. That's what I think she's doing here. Shout out to anybody and everybody that is dealing with any of those scenarios. You guys are incredible.
I remember, if you've ever seen the movie Juno, it was kind of like that. You know, we got matched up with an expectant couple, and I scheduled in doctor's appointments. Like, I was busy. I was working, you know, multiple jobs. I was also a product educator. Okay. So like, I like had no time.
You were a project. I cannot speak normal today, you guys. I apologize. You were a product educator and you're selling Monet? Yikes.
Time to do really anything else except, you know, have wine and watch TV with my husband before I fell asleep and Groundhog Dayed it back up and got up.
Well, I didn't mean to pause that.
And did it again, and we lived paycheck to paycheck. And so, you know, going through these new motions of our fertility journey and our journey to adoption, I was like, oh, I got cocky. I was like, oh, I could totally schedule all this in. Like, I'm going to be a great mom. I know I'm going to work. I'm going to take care of my baby. Like, and, you know, I'm just going to be able to control life. And what do we know about life? And like us making plans is like God laughs at them, right? So got matched fairly quickly. You know, our daughter's born early. We end up spending 5 weeks in a NICU. And I remember having to choose, am I going to go do my clients, or am I going to reschedule the next couple of days? Am I going to do that wedding, or am I going to find someone else to do? My career came to a halt when I became a parent. And I think that's most people, right?
No, that's not most people. Most people's lives do not come to a halt because they become parents. I think that's really problematic, and it's definitely going to feed into her saying, you know, I'm going to say parent shaming, not just mom shaming, but I think this is going to feed into her parent shaming, you don't want somebody else raising your kids for the parents that work outside the home and their children are in daycare or whatever. I think that that's what this is leading into. And I think that that's really gross. I think there's a lot of people that say that their life actually began when they had children. I think that, when you become a parent for the first time, that there are things that are shocking and there are things that are really incredible. And to try and summarize that, to push your narrative as your life came to a halt, I think that's really problematic. Excuse me. Also, this comment right here. If your baby is in the NICU, you drop everything. Having had a child that was in a situation like that, the pediatric, not NICU, but you figure it out. That's all that matters, This is crazy.
I mean, no matter how you became a parent, something big changed in your life. And now you have to kind of figure out the trajectory of what you're going to do. And so I stopped working altogether, which means my income stopped altogether. And anytime I did have a commitment that I couldn't find a replacement for myself for, it was so painful to go to work and have to leave my preemie baby in someone else's care.
And there you have it. There you have the shaming of parents that have their children in daycare so that they can work their job. That's gross. I don't like that. I knew that was coming. I just felt it, that it was coming. Gross. Imagine trying to really think about this. And I know you guys get this, but imagine thinking that you had to shame other people in order to try and recruit them into I'm going to call it a pyramid scheme where only the top people are making any money. Imagine thinking that was a good strategy. Girl, what?
Whether it was my mom or babysitter, like whoever, it just pained me, like literally threw my heart in a blender, and I just,
Oh my God. Is she going to cry?
After going through life, I know no one ever says, I can't wait to be a mom so I can miss everything. And
guys, I called it. I absolutely called it. This is that same thing that we hear over and over again. I can't wait to be a mom so that somebody else can raise my child while I work. That same kind of thing. Disgusting. Also, Christina, your privilege is showing, and it's loud and it's yucky. I don't like it. Not at all.
She ended up being diagnosed with cerebral palsy. So I was not only a new mom, I'm a medical mom, and I'm a special needs mom. And so just literally, a whole whirlwind. Long story longer. I had friends introduce me to different direct sales companies through this. I joined them. I tried them.
You mean they recruited you when you were in a very vulnerable place, trying to understand the medical diagnosis, trying to understand how to handle that on a day-to-day basis, I'm sure. So what I think that she's missing in all of this is that she was preyed upon in that scenario. Because when you look at the statistics of multi-level marketing companies, I don't know what year we're talking about. Also, sorry, this is an unfortunate pause. But when you look at the statistics, you have somebody trying to recruit you when you're in a really difficult position where you're trying to process life events. That's disgusting.
I was never successful at them. They were complicated. They cost a lot every month. There was commitments, there was quotas, there was, things in all those hurdles in the way. But I tried. I was like, I want to be home with my baby. So if I sell this drink or if I sell this thing, I want to be home with my baby. So fast forward, I go back to basically developing an entire full clientele. I'm still working on the housewives. And I'm now getting paid. I found through Instagram a way to get paid doing posts. So I'm, making money writing blogs. I'm a published author. That's where the blue check mark on the account comes from.
I feel the same way, Luna. Let them know. Yeah. What else you got? That's it? All right, cool. Okay. All right. You heard it first. You heard it from Luna. Do you guys find it weird that people can pay for the blue check marks? Because I find it really weird. Imagine being so tied up in how you look on social media, because we know, in my opinion, and based on my experience, that people are obsessed with how they look on social media when you're in an MLM, and some people not in MLMs, of course, but how you look on social media is so important when you're in an MLM. And then you have these people that have they've paid for this blue check mark, and they have like, and I'm not shaming anybody's Instagram, but if you have like 20,000 subscribers and you have a blue check mark and you're not a public figure or an athlete or something like that, we know what you're doing. You're just paying for that. Like, it's like, and it doesn't mean anything. We just know that you're paying for it. It's kind of weird. I don't know. What do you guys, what do you guys think about it? Yeah, that's weird. It's twisted. Yeah, it's very odd to me. Luna is a smart, ethical cat. Indeed, she is. Oh, I know. Waiting with bated breath for her to take a drink. The way that she's displaying. What do you got in there? I hope that it's tequila, because today is Cinco de Mayo. Oh, man. Yeah, being obsessed with how you look on social media is not cute. Everybody can tell. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Let me see some of these other comments. Yeah, I agree. Very weird. Instagram doesn't make money, I think. That was Twitter. Instagram is actually quite strict rules. Thank you for that. It's Twisty. Thanks for the raid, DC. I appreciate you. If you guys are not already subscribed to DC's channel, please subscribe to her. She's amazing. She has a lot of really cool live streams. All right, let's keep this going.
I've been posted on Yahoo and different, big BuzzFeed, and like we've been featured on the BBC. And so there's a lot of like things going on behind like what you've seen and like the history that I have here on this platform. And I used to get paid thousands of dollars to do a post. But you guys, I would be working a wedding. I'd come home. The company or brand would be, okay, the deadline is tomorrow. The deadline is tomorrow. The deadline is tomorrow. I'd go do the post. It would take me forever. I'd be missing out on time, and then I'd submit it, and then they'd say, we need you to reshoot this. We need this to be worded like that. We need we want you to be looking like this. Like it wasn't the freedom that you think it is on these sponsored posts where it's like, oh, that'd be cool to get paid to post on social media.
That's how that works. When you have a deal for sponsored anything, that company that you're working with is going to tell you what they want, what kind of content they want, what they want to see in it. And then you submit it for approval, and then they approve it. So like what she's saying, what she's villainizing is how it works. So listen, if you just wanted to be a part of an MLM where you can make more money off of, recruiting people, just say that. This is how sponsored anything works. It's a deal that you work out with the company, and then within that are the specific parameters that they want, and you either say yes, I can do that, or no. Weird.
That's one thing, but it's a whole production. It's lighting, it's hair, it's makeup, it's looking a certain way. It's your kid being in the right mood to be a part of these things, right? So
why do you need your kid to be a part of it? If it's something you want to get paid for, you should probably leave your kids out of it and you do it for you. Weird how she's trying to villainize this. You were getting paid to work with brands and to post on social media, and now you're villainizing that because you couldn't do whatever you wanted. That's like saying, I'm going to put a post up and I'm going to expect Instagram to give me all kinds of money for every comment, for every like. That's not how that works. It's weird.
All these elements I'm explaining to you because they come in handy later in my journey and on my path. So cue my friend, introducing me to Monet. And she's like, I think I'm going to go to this wine and wash party. Would you want to come? And I'm like, what? Like, no, like you're not. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she told me there's a hair care company that is, supposedly the.
This is also a very good point. Also, she has special needs. Her child has special needs, which is super messed up that she can't consent. Yeah. Also she had deliverables. That's the job. That's what you're getting paid for. That's way better said than what I did, Amber. Thank you for that.
Products do amazing things. And this is like my client in my chair. And I'm like heavily offended. I'm a product educator. I'm a published author. Like I've tried other direct sales company and this friend never participated in any of it. And now because these other girls in our town are doing it and talking about it, my friend is like, I'm thinking about doing it. This one seems different. And I'm like, they all say that. They all say they're different. Okay.
They all say that and none of them are, but you still joined. You were a product educator for, I don't know what kind of hair care. It sounds like hair care. Let me not assume that. And she still joined. I bet there were lawsuits back then. Oh man, I can't.
And hair care, I'm sorry, but I know the best. Like you're already using the best. And she basically went behind my back and started using them and ended up joining and literally
her friend went behind her back? Girl, what? This is embarrassing.
Smart girl. And I just kind of was like, you're being dumb. So I went publicly on my Facebook and I put out into the interwebs, like, I am a professional hairstylist, product educator. Do not waste your money on Monet. There's no way shampoo and topical products they can't just magically make follicles appear. Like I literally was such in denial of what was and the technology that's become. And I had never.
Christina, you still joined after doing that publicly. I cannot. Can you guys believe what she just said? Oh my God. The secondhand cringe. Yeah. Ridiculous. You're being, but does she get upset when she has a full day of no's? Right. That part. And Monet does make hair follicles appear? Because I cannot. This is wild. I can't find her book on Amazon. You were in denial, or you knew that you had a large audience and you knew you could join a multi-level marketing company and recruit a bunch of people from your followers and use the fact that you were in product education. I don't know what that even means. Is that something you went to school for, or is it just based on experience?
Never seen anything like it before. And I was one of the best in my industry, in my opinion, at that time, and educated wise. And I resisted the science and the evolution of what products can do. So she started using it. She came back to my chair 6 weeks later, whatever. I was doing her next set of foils for, she had heavily bleached hair, like Playboy blonde, okay? And
Speaking of Playboy, have you guys seen the many documentaries on Playboy, on Hugh Hefner? I think it's on Hulu. There's two. I can't remember the name of them. There's one about there are a bunch of murders associated. JJ, hi friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, Sunday's my birthday. 43, you guys. Thank you for this, JJ. I love you so much. And I hope you're having fun this weekend. There's a whole bunch of murders associated with some of the people that worked at Playboy in different roles. Have you guys seen that? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Anyways, check it out on Hulu. Let's go back to Christina Smallwood.
Her scalp was noticeably in a better condition, and visibly so. That so much so that I asked her if she was on a new medication. And she's like, nope, I'm using that stuff you told me not to use. And I felt awful. Like I almost stopped my friend from using something that brought her relief, like no other medication had. And not only...
I'm sorry. Are you trying to compare Monet to a medication? Also, Hugh Hefner is gross. Yeah, he was gross. He bought the plot next to Marilyn Monroe when her husband should have been there. Oh, that's yucky. I don't like that. Oh, Christina. Cite your sources, okay? Because none of this is making any sense at all.
That, but I'm used to, my bleached blondes coming back to my chair looking real dry, real needing some love and some TLC, and her hair.
Wouldn't that be because you're not suggesting the proper products for them if they're coming back and their hair is in that condition? I mean, I know that if they don't take your advice, okay, buyer beware or whatever, but wouldn't it be her job to suggest products that prevent all that? Weird.
Looked better than when she left, except she just had some roots. It was just as shiny, just as fuller looking. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll recommend these products to people with similar situations to you. Like seeing the results with my own eyes and not believing everything I Googled on the internet, I was like,
You know what you can Google on the internet about Monet? All the lawsuits. Yeah, that's not made up. That's not somebody's opinion. That's like legit. People have lost their hair.
Okay, I can't deny this. I can't deny what I'm seeing. So, and I'm passionate about education, and I'm passionate about using what's the best. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my tail between my legs. This is working for you. So her mom came in because her mom had also bought it, started trying it, all the things. Super coarse, very different hair. She was brunette, very wiry, very coarse. Well, lo and behold, this wiry, coarse hair that is so unmanageable, she took it out of her ponytail and it moved like hair. And it had shine. And it had a new manageability. And I was like, you got a Brazilian blowout. And she's like, no, I'm using monat. And I was like, what? Like I was mind blown. And I said, how long have you been using it for? And she said, about 5 weeks. I've never seen topical plant-based. To me, plant-based means it doesn't work. Like you got it from Trader Joe's, it doesn't work, your hair looks greasy, and that's that. Glam, okay? Glam vibes from these products. And so I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, about 5 weeks. So I'm like, okay, let me try them on myself. Get them in, try them on me, hate them. I couldn't get it to lather. I didn't wash twice. I didn't look at the instructions. I wasn't aware of the technologies. Anyway, I didn't love it. But I had already seen results, so I was committed to like making...
This part right here, this comment right here. Yeah, because if my friend that does my hair at her salon, if she tells me to use something, I'm going to use it. If she says for me not to use something, I'm not going to use it because she's the expert. So if these people had their hair in the condition that she's describing it, unless she's making it sound way more extreme, which we know sometimes MLMers do, that would be your job to suggest what they needed to better the condition of their scalp or their hair in general. Yikes. I'm waiting for somebody to comment something like screaming in like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm seeing some actually. Hold on. Yeah, this right here. As a licensed cosmetologist, I sure do hate this. A hairstylist that doesn't know how to use shampoo. Isn't that interesting? She definitely did say technology is related to shampoo. Yeah. Yeah. Same with mine. The Caracolor conditioner that doesn't have any color. It's meant to preserve while cleansing your hair. Does not lather. It's like the consistency of a conditioner. But yeah. So wild. She's watching. Oh, I love that. Hi, Christina Smallwood. Welcome to the party. I love that so much. Good for her.
Making sure I got it right, because I was like, if these work amazing for them, why can't they work amazing for me? Try them, love them. My extensions, at the time, I wore like 80 pounds of extensions. My extensions loved them. And that was a big deal. I was like, wow, if they can make my extensions last longer, amazing. Love it. Continue to do it. So get in and third wash, love it. Fourth wash, love it. Game on. I start referring customers to her and people that are interested in, making money from home to her. I'm too busy. I have 3 jobs. I work a blog. I have a special needs daughter. I literally don't have time to do anything, let alone, maybe watch an hour of TV with my husband. We have to work to make ends meet. Like, I was exchanging my time for money and there was no room to add in anything else. And maybe you can relate to that.
I love when people in MLM say, when they're trying to villainize a traditional job, a full-time job, part-time job, whatever. I love when they try to villainize that by saying, I was trading my time for money. And when you statistically look at multi-level marketing companies, pick the company and look at the income disclosure statement. People are trading their time for no money in a lot of cases. In fact, 99.7% of people, according to the Federal Trade Commission, lose money or don't make any at all in multi-level marketing. So when you look at that and you hear them saying, I was trading time for money and I was missing out on everything. Well, when you join an MLM, you're still trading time for something, but there's not really a payout unless you're in the top of the company like this individual is. Then you're getting paid off of your downline. I don't know if you guys saw it. JJ did a live the other day on some Sensi reps, and they admitted on that live. Did y'all see it? One of them said that correct me if I'm wrong, JJ, if you're still on here. She said that her paycheck, her monthly paycheck, 0.04% of it was from her personal sales and the rest was from her downline. Yikes.
I just remember thinking I would have to stop my well-oiled life that pays for itself and keeps ends meeting. There's no moment to even take a vacation. We cut our honeymoon short. Like, there's no moment of space for me to stop anything to start something, because that all has to pay for something. Do you know what I mean? And I think so many people avoid this because they think, my life, I can't make it work. So after a few weeks, she's like, Christina, you would have literally made $150 if you were doing this, but you're sending them to me, and $150 in a block bonus, just in a bonus, not commissions or anything else. So I was.
And why would her friend be suggesting this? This is a classic how you can get customers, how you can flip customers into distributors. Listen, I used to do this too at parties when I was in Pure Romance slumber parties, and you would get the hostess in there. And I know some of you that were a part of Pure Romance, you know exactly where I'm going. And you would bring the hostess into the private shopping room and you would say, hey, listen, thank you so much. Like, this was a really cool party. This is what your sales were. And this is the shopping spree, the 10% of the party sales that you'll get. But what I really want to show you is this is the amount of money that I made from this party off of you and your friends. Like, it's really icky, but that's how you get customers that are referring customers. That's why I feel like so many of these MLM companies want to have customers referring customers. One, it's easy money for the company. Essentially, their customers are marketing. But then when you have somebody that is referring a lot of other customers, you can say, listen, that's cool. You get the free product or whatever, but like, you could be making money off of this. You could have made XXX dollars. It's really gross. And that's what her friend did to her. Her friend said, you could have made $150 off of this. You're sending them to me. It's fine. It's gross, but it's something that is talked about a lot in these companies, where you are flipping customers into distributors, whatever they call their distributors. Pick the company, you know what I'm saying? Yikes.
It's like, okay. I'm like, well, how much time does it take to do that? Like, she brought me to a meeting. Okay. And I was like, oh God, here we go. I'm going to the meeting. They're going to talk about.
Also, I want to talk about this comment really quickly, because I was just having a conversation with my husband today at lunch. And when you have somebody that's influential, this is just an example, okay? You have somebody that's influential. They don't walk around telling everybody how influential they are. When you have somebody that makes a lot of money, you don't see them walking around telling everybody that they have a lot of money. When you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have somebody that has a lot of success, you don't see them bragging on social media about all the success that they're having. They're just going about their business. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. We had a really cool conversation about that today at lunch. And I was like, listen, if this person is really that influential, they wouldn't be trying to prove how influential they are to other people. People just know. You don't have to explain it, Interesting.
Retiring their family. They're not going to talk about a product. I've been in that world before, where it seems like a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. And I'm like, whatever, I'm smart. I'm not going to let anybody get me. I'm like, but I love the products. So I'm like, you know what? Let me hear about it. Because if the products that are that amazing, maybe, just maybe, the business is. So go to a meeting. All these girls are sharing how they're getting this car or driving this car or quitting their corporate jobs to do money. I'm just like, after 6 months, 7 months. And I'm like, what? They don't know diddly squat about hair. Right? Like, they're like literally have corporate sales jobs, like, or, one was a fire wife, one ran a blog, and so they're all different, but they were all seeing success. And what got me was that they were all friends, like in the same friend circle. So that told me, okay, it's not just the girl that joined first, that's at the top, that has the car because she's been doing it the longest and everyone's under her and no one's ever going to get to her level or anything like that. This really was different. Like, it was different to me. And that spoke to me that all these women who were friends that I knew from different walks of life were actually seeing success. And I'll get into the five main reasons that is, because like I said, I'm the same person. I have a network. I'm on TV. Like, I have, a big platform. Why wasn't I successful with any other company that I tried? Like, why was it all bad experience after bad experience, after getting nowhere, after hitting wall? Like, why couldn't I be good at that? Being the same person. So what is it about this? Other than the products are amazing. So of course people are going to want to buy them and try them. Now, of course, I Googled. I was aware of bad things, like just all different kinds of things that people could say about the products. And the second thought that occurred to me of why I couldn't do this was, I don't want to recommend something to someone that they might not like. I pride myself. And if you hire me for your wedding, you're going to be obsessed with I don't do weddings anymore. But if you did, You're going to be obsessed with your wedding hair. It's going to be the best hair of your life. If you hire me to do your balayage, it's going to be the best freaking balayage of your life. If you hire me to layer your haircut or put extensions in, it's going to be the best extensions of your life. There was no room in my life for me to have any kind of, well, what if they don't like it? That would like pain me to my core. Like I was a people pleaser. So to me, that was terrifying. And it wasn't even worth it. I'm like, what? Join this company and make all this money supposedly to bug people and have people hate their hair? Like I was looking at it through the wrong lens and I was seeing all the negative, and that was like my own fear and doubt. But here I'm at this meeting and all these women are sharing about the success and their hair's looking better and their friends' hair's looking better and their family's hair's looking better. And like, I'm just like, okay, why not? Why not? What am I roped into? And she's like, nothing. You buy your product pack, that's it. You basically, nothing else is expected of you. Okay, sign me up. Sign up. She's like, 15 people is $1,100 bonus. I'm like, all right. So 3 market partners to do the business with you, 12 VIP customers. I just started using it behind the chair. And I had customers that like were really with me on my hate of money. Like they hated money with me. We talked so much crap at our appointments. Cause remember, I was a hater for like quite a few months before I joined. And they'd come in, they'd see it on my shelf and they'd be like, what? You know, like what? And I'm like, I'm not even going to give you the spiel. I'm just going to use the products on you. Use the products on them. They go home, text me. Oh my God, my hair is amazing.
I'm sorry. If a hairstylist tries to use Monet products on your hair, you should find a new hairstylist. Yeah. Yikes. Oh my God. So they came in and saw you were a sellout. Also, this comment. Nope, not that comment, but that comment. Yeah, I see you. This right here. I feel like Christina and Brittany Dawn would be BFFs. Both have the grifter thing going on. I felt that comment. Oh my God. Seriously, run. Oh, I cannot. I'm going to take 200 for that. Never happened, Alex. Oh my God. This is wild. Yeah. If a stylist openly told me they hate a brand and then started using it, I would leave immediately. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. Oh God. And thank you for this, Mandy. As a mom of a disabled child, I hate when parents try to play the victim of their children's needs. Your child is not victimizing you. Yeah. Thank you for that. Also, how many of these people are still using Monet? I don't believe her that this happened that often. Yeah. Yikes. Also, yes, if she's watching this, hello, Christina. We are not being haters. We just want you to stop working for an MLM. Yeah. MLMs are horrible. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like she was getting, brand deals to post on social media and she had all these other opportunities. And why join the MLM if you had these great opportunities other than she maybe knew that she could capitalize because she's been in previous MLMs. So I'm sure that her social media grew in that time frame. I don't know what the time frame is or what company she was a part of, but you kind of learn along the way how to move forward. And that's why, in my opinion, we hear so many people when there's a new MLM company that is opened up and you hear them do their announcement live or whatever. And they're like, I was waiting for an opportunity like this. It's because people learn after being in multiple MLMs that, hey, you've got to get in early. You've got to have a following. That's how you make the most money. So unless she knew after many MLMs, according to her, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Yeah. And I think this is a great comment. Anne and the Cult of Craft, cool name, love that. MLMs are siphoning your potential, Christina. Yes, absolutely.
what did you use? I need it. Like, I let the products do the talking on all my clients. Some of them wanted to join me in the business opportunity because our team's fun. We were doing a lot of fun things. They wanted to participate. And the fact that there's no monthly payment, it's like the best club ever, you know, like in that sense, like for the.
It's the best club ever, except you have to probably have an auto ship of a certain amount of dollars that you've got to spend every single month.
Community. So I did the Monet neighborhood, or, you know, all those blocks where you get the, you know, $1,100, like where you get the bonus for $1,100. That's just the bonus, not commissions. $1,100 bonus. I did it 5 times in my first full month. That's a lot of money if you can add up that math. And it was life-changing for us. And I remember getting my first full bonus check. I had ranked up too, so there was all these additional bonuses in it. And it was substantial enough for me to be like, holy crap. And not only that, but when you're doing that, you're building these bonuses up, it's setting you up for success. So, and your customers fall in love with it, so they want to keep buying. So then your volume begins to grow. And then your team, they want to get their block bonuses and their Smart Start bonuses in the first few months. So
let's talk about Smart Start bonuses in these companies. So some of them call them Smart Start, some of them call them Fast Start, some of them just have like new distributor bonuses or whatever. Here's what happens, in my opinion. You join a company, they have these, you know, Fast Start bonuses, Smart Start bonuses within like 90 to 120 days, roughly, that you are in this company, this MLM company. And it's a heightened sense of income. And in my opinion, they do that for a reason. If you are somebody that has success, which is already not the norm according to the Federal Trade Commission, if you are somebody that has success in those first few months of being in a multi-level marketing company, you probably are getting extra bonuses or double commission or different things like that, that makes it look like you're going to make a lot of money in this company. And you think, oh my God, this is incredible. I made this, just like what she's saying. You know, I got that $1,100. I got this, I got that. And you think, okay, I just have to keep doing this. And then after that new distributor period ends, your commission drops. Unless you have recruited a ton of people within that time frame and you are ranking up, those types of things, which is what she's talking about, your income drops and people go, wait, I was just making all this extra money, and you know, it doesn't make any sense. It's because I think that these companies design those fast start periods or whatever to dangle the carrot. And then when that income drops, you're like, wait a second. Okay, now I got to recruit. And I think that's how this all starts. And that's just if somebody is successful when they first start, maybe because they got in early or they have a large following, those types of things. I don't know. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Oh, I love this so much. Smart Start is a psychological power play by the company. It makes people get a taste of success, and it gets you towards that sunk cost fallacy. Yeah, because in this time period, you probably have some sort of an auto ship, depending on the company, that you are spending every single month to get that bonus. Yeah, that's a great comment. Thank you so much for that. These bonuses trick people into believing that's what they can make. Normal jobs usually have a 90-day probationary period. And with a traditional job, you know what kind of hourly wage or salary you're going to be earning. So there's no guesswork. You're not getting a paycheck and going, wait a second. You can estimate, aside from like taxes and things, you can estimate what you're going to earn on your paycheck based on the hours that you put in, because you know the hourly wage or the salary that you're going to be earning in that time period. So yeah.
Building and growing, you're getting matching bonuses for helping them do that. Then as they rank up, you're getting matching bonuses for them. Like, so there's so many like leadership bonuses. I had never had that before. It would be one and done, super hard, super cutthroat in any other company that I was partnered with. And there was 3 other ones, and they're popular. You've heard of them. Okay. And there's girls out there doing those companies, working so freaking hard and not being compensated what they're worth. So, you know, and
it's interesting hearing her say that, because I feel the same way about people in MLM companies. I think people that are in MLM work incredibly hard. I think that the fact that people get out of MLM and then they're shamed or talked bad about, like, oh, they were lazy, they didn't work hard enough. No, it's the opposite. The fact that she's saying they're not getting paid what they're worth. Neither are people probably in this person's downline. There's probably a select few that are actually making, any kind of income, and it's because they have a large team. So it's interesting to hear her talking about this when it's the very thing, in my opinion, that probably is happening in her downline, definitely within the company. People aren't getting paid for their time. People aren't getting paid what they're worth, and they're working incredibly hard. So I find that really interesting that she's saying that.
And slowly but surely, as people join over, they realize, holy bonuses, what? And it's game changing because it also sets you up for success. So I will tell you what happened since joining. I earned my car in my 7th month. I hit director, which is the top.
You and your team earned the car that you drive around because you were able to qualify for the lease or the car payment. They always leave out those pieces.
Percentage of the comp plan in my 7th month. It took our life by storm. My husband and I, we adopted our oldest. We had wanted to foster, adopt more children. And awesome. We couldn't because our schedule, like I said, I worked 3 jobs and then I had that 4th one. And so when you want to be a foster parent, they tell you like you need flexibility and you need to be like a 50% of what you are. And I had horrible anxiety and we ended up leaving our foster meeting, and I just thought one day we'll be able to adopt. But it's not going to be anytime soon because, like I said, we were like that well-oiled machine of our life that everything was delegated. And so like if I was sick, we were screwed. If I had a hospitalization, we were screwed. Like there was just no room for error. Like everything was delegated and had a payment and had a purpose. So bringing this in, and I was in charge of my schedule. I booked those weddings. I booked those clients, but I was also a slave to my schedule. And I didn't experience the true freedom of choices until this opportunity came into our life and began to produce financially to allow me to eliminate those other things. So slowly I stopped doing hair behind the chair. Slowly I stopped doing weddings altogether. So it wasn't just immediate, but it was over time. Weekends began to look different. I got my Sundays with my family. Like just those things all shifted. We were able to foster adopt our twins. We were able to be completely debt free. The company paid for my car. The company sent us on trips. I've been to Barcelona. It's like a beach boy.
The company paid for her car. That's not how that works. You have to qualify, and then they send you the money on your bonus check that you get every month, as long as you qualify. I don't know if you guys have seen the documentary, How to Get Rich on Netflix. You should watch it, especially. I think it's episode 6, and it's called Multi-Level Marketing Madness. And Ramit, who is a financial expert, talks about the car bonus. I have always described, since I got out of MLM, as the car bonus being an insurance policy for the leader and the company. Because if somebody is locked into a lease or a car payment from their loan on the car, if they were able to qualify for it, they're going to continue working. They're locked into this company because they have to be, because of the car payment. So when she's talking about the company pays me, well, the company pays you, but it's because you and your team qualify at a certain rank that you get compensated. But you wouldn't have that rank. You wouldn't have that car bonus if it weren't for your team. And when I hear these leaders talk about it, when I hear these people talk about it, it's like, but it's you and your team, and you're the one that gets compensated. Like your team can't drive that around. So it's so weird that she is claiming that I did this. No, you and your team did that. And if you drop rank, you're not going to get that car bonus. And that's what keeps people stuck in many of these companies if they hit this rank, which is a very small percentage of people.
song. Bermuda, Bahama, Florida. Like I'm like living out what is happening because of this why not. Like what is happening, you know? I'm getting ready for Cancun next month. I'm paid to essentially travel.
No,
when
you're
you
not.
hit director, they give you a suitcase.
You are not paid to travel. You are paid when you sell a product that Monet offers, and you get paid when you recruit people into your downline, whether it's off of their sales, if they have any moving forward, or if, I'm not sure if this company gets bonuses when you recruit people and they buy some sort of a starter package. You get paid to sell a product and you get paid to recruit people in some way, shape, or form. You don't get paid to travel.
There's a reason for that. They're sending you places, and every new experience brings about a whole new mindset. And it's just been absolutely the best experience of my life. And if you are sitting there watching, I'm sharing because hundreds.
I'm sharing because she wants to recruit people into her downline so that she can make more money.
Hundreds of women that have joined me personally, thousands and thousands and thousands in the company, but hundreds on our team like that I've watched experience this kind of life-changing choices being opened up and doors being opened up and confidence being opened up. I was, like I said, a horrible people pleaser before this. Maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you feel like, I don't even know how to tell somebody something they don't want to hear. Like, I don't even know how to do that.
I have questions that I may not get answers to. I just wonder how many people are on her team. I wonder how many people are going on the same trips. I wonder how many car earners she has. I would venture to say that the numbers on her team probably mirror pretty closely Monet's income disclosure statement, because that's what I have learned over time. They typically mirror those income disclosure statements. So on social media, you're going to see them talk about how their team is incredible and all these people are winning and everybody loves it and they're on these trips and it looks really great for social media. But when you really look at the numbers, like you would in any business, in any traditional business, you would look at the numbers, you would study the analytical data, you would study all of that. But it's like they forget that part, you know? Okay, cool. You've got a handful of people that are winning. How many on your downline? Because those people that are winning are doing it off the backs of other people that are not winning. That's how this works. I'm sorry I had to. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. That's a great song. Great song. My jokes are terrible. Thank you, Andy's Web, for this. I appreciate you.
That was me before. And so it matters because if you feel any of those things, this avenue and saying yes to something like this and like changing what your mission is each day and like how you're going to look at each day, it's going to begin a transformation in you. And I'm not saying you're going to join in and in 5.5 years, you're going to be in the $5 million club, meaning that you earned that in commissions, that you started to pay, to have the products pay for themselves. And then eventually it turned into millions of dollars. Like, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen to you. I can't guarantee that.
Because it's a small percentage of people in the company that actually do achieve that. And they got into the company early or they have a very large downline.
But what I'm saying is, I know what's possible. I have girls on my team that are in the $1 million club.
How many? And how many are in your downline?
And I have girls that have surpassed me. So there's nothing in this that's keeping them below me in our comp plan or anything like that. So I want to get into super quick. I know I'm coming up on my 30-minute mark. I'm very long-winded, but I feel like I've been pretty good.
When they try to say, this is not a pyramid scheme because people can outrank me, they can make more money than me. That's not really how that definition works. That's not one of the parameters according to the FTC, for pyramid schemes. When the emphasis is on recruiting, pyramid scheme. And pyramid schemes do have products. So when you hear them say, oh no, pyramid schemes, first of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. And, pyramid schemes don't have products. Yes, they do. Yeah. Yeah, they do. And this is a perfect example of that, in my opinion.
The community is like,
you guys, we need to fix this. Take a second and like the stream. Actually, I'm going to take a small restroom break. I suggest you do the same. Grab a drink, grab a snack. I'll be right back. Hang tight, but like the stream in the process. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. We've been abandoned. Yeah, like the stream, you guys. Like the stream. All right, back to the video.
Like nothing else. Before, when I was a hairstylist, I'd walk into the back room. I loved majority of the girls I work with, but there were times you walk into the back and everyone gets quiet and they're pissed that you are busier than them or work harder or whatever, or that their client's not coming to you or your client's going to them. I don't know. There's just this cutthroatness. And I know in the corporate world, so I have a lot of women who, come from the corporate world, they're like, people try to keep you from getting the one promotion that's available because it's either you or them. No one's trying to help you. No one's giving you leadership advice. No one's giving you value. No one's giving you their tips for success. Here, that's what we do. I think it's pretty rare in the network marketing channel that all the upper leaders of the company get together and help train each other, because we know that and right now we have the sales mastery course going on. They're all recorded and they're amazing. Amazing, because it's people that have figured it out and they're sharing their tips with you. So that's freaking cool. Okay. And then never have I ever been compensated like this. Like I said, I made thousands of dollars doing sponsored posts on Instagram and blog posts and all that. Okay. I've partnered with big companies that Lexus, Target, Jif, oh my gosh, there's so many, Skechers, Steve Madden. We've partnered with all these kinds of big, huge companies. Awesome. I've also been a brand rep for multiple companies, but also a product educator for one. They never once bought me a car. I don't even think they really ever took me to lunch. Let alone sent me on trips all over the world for just doing a great job and being great at my job.
I'm sorry. You really think that these companies that hired you to post on social media should buy you a car? You're really going to compare working with brands on sponsored, content to multi-level marketing? That is a false equivalence fallacy, number one. And two, what? I cannot. Yeah, exactly, Charlene. Her privilege is showing, like, the thought process around that. The logic is not logicking, in my opinion.
And then not only that, but any sales reps that I bring on, they get to go to Vegas. They get to go to Bahamas. They get to...
If they qualify for it.
It's so fun. Like, this is like the coolest thing ever. It really is such a cool experience. And so many people turn their nose to it because they think you're going to get paid to bug people. Like, that's so, like, not it. And it's 2023. We have, we know how to work social media, okay? I have several accounts, and
you might know how to work social media, but it doesn't negate people's experiences. It doesn't negate the cold messaging. It doesn't negate the statistics and data that come directly from Monet, to include the leaked income that the internet was that this year? Was that the beginning of this year? We see the numbers. We saw the numbers and the paychecks decreasing. Like, this is so crazy to me. This is crazy.
So many of the influencers within the company, like not even on our team, have figured it out. Like, you don't need to spam, okay? Like, that is like so like thinking you have to go knock on doors, you know? Like, it's just not that. That's just not it.
You don't need to spam. You just have to put up, you know, super vulnerable posts to try and attract people from a specific demographic that you can prey on, in my opinion.
So, this company, no one does more safety testing than this company of their product. So
cite your sources. Let's see the studies. Let's see the actual legit studies. And don't tell me it's clinically approved or whatever. Come on. Let's see the actual studies.
I firmly and proudly stand behind every single thing that this company does. And, you know, let me tell you the 5 things that you need to think about. If you've made it this far, you're listening for a reason. 5 things to consider, because you might be going, okay, well, I'm thinking about.
Oh my God. Okay. This is where she's going to give, here are 5 things to consider if you're going to join a multi-level marketing company. And she's going to say, and this is what we do at Monet. Watch, here it comes. I have not watched this, by the way.
Maybe Bonnie, or maybe this other venture. Let me explain to you. When you work from home and you have a sales business where you're going to sell goods to people online, you want these things to be in alignment. You want it to be a product that's consumable, meaning if someone goes through it, they need it again. Okay, that's going to help the residual income for you.
Let's poll the audience. Guys, how often do you buy, roughly, just estimate in the comments, new shampoo? Because when I think of a consumable product, I think of something that people are going to have to monthly or maybe every 6 weeks have to reorder. I know that obviously the amount of time in between me having to buy shampoo is going to be different because I have very short hair, but just out of curiosity about how long yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. How long does a bottle of shampoo last, you guys? Every 3 months, once in 2 months, once every 3 months. Okay. Once every 6 months, 3 to 4 months, 3 to 6 months. Yeah. So that's not 6 to 9 months. I buy the big one. I love that, Tracy. I get liters once a year. So this consumable argument, in my opinion, I don't think shampoo and conditioner is necessarily, I wouldn't think that people would be ordering that monthly because we know that they do push auto ships, you know? Interesting. Thank you guys for participating in the poll the audience. I appreciate y'all.
If so for example, all the like to know it, you sell a shirt once. Unless someone's going to buy every single color, I get pennies for someone buying a shirt on like to know it. Then it's like, okay, yeah, but that's cool, whatever. Pennies. Our commissions are 15 to 30% or more, and bonuses. And it's residual. So it's going to keep coming as people continue to buy from being your customer. So you know, anyways, just to kind of break that down. So consumable is super important. Also a necessity. Like this is on the budget already. People buy, hair care. They wash their hair. They got shampoo, conditioner, their detangler, leave-in or whatever they use, hairspray, dry shampoo on their budget already. So you're not asking anybody to switch ideas like, oh, well, introduce these supplements, introduce this wrap, you're not asking anyone to introduce anything new. It's already plugged into their budget, and it equates to like $9 a bottle a month or something crazy. I have a whole highlight. You can check it out. It's called Start Here. It breaks down all the amazing things of Monet. But a necessity is really important too, because if you're trying to sell, let's say, makeup, it's a very niche market. Only women of a certain age and a certain style are going to buy that makeup, and you might be able to dominate, your niche on.
This is her trying to, I don't want to say villainize, but I don't know what other word I want to use. She's trying to villainize all the other MLMs to make it look like, listen, people they already have this in their budget. They have it in their budget. They're already spending it. You're just trying to move it from, them spending it at the grocery store to them spending with you. But if you compare the two, the price for the product in an MLM is typically way overpriced because they have to pay the downline commissions. And then you're paying shipping, then you're paying tax, whereas you can go to the grocery store and get what you need, or buy from the salon the product that you need, that your hairstylist suggested, that's going to be safe for your hair, all of that good stuff. And it's still going to be less than this. So then the $9 is probably, and I'm not stating this as a fact, this is just my opinion on that $9 situation. You probably either have to have like an auto ship, referring customers, and or you are a distributor in the company. But I could be completely wrong. Also, what's up, Karina? Elf makeup works just as well as anything in Sephora, just like anything at Target is the same or probably better than anything Monet offers. Agreed completely. A bottle of Monet shampoo is $50 on Amazon. And you know what? I haven't looked at this, but Kate, is that through Monet themselves? Because a lot of these MLM companies are also selling on Amazon, which is just undercutting the distributors. It's sad. And the distributors will be the first ones to defend it. It's crazy to me. Oh, Lord.
Social media, but how duplicatable is that for your team to do in a business? And so shampoo's easy. And that's why I went to that meeting that I shared about, and all these friends were able to do it together and go to the top together, because I don't just have one customer per household. I sell something for every single person in that house. We have our Money Junior, which is amazing. We have something for the men. We have something for, the teens, the tweens. We have something for everyone, even the dog. And then we have amazing skincare, which I'm just going to throw this up. This is not edited. This is just how my printer printed it out. This is what my skin used to look like. You can check out my rosacea highlight, because I used to be on medication.
Hey, Christina, I don't know if you're still watching. That's a health claim. You can't say that. You cannot say that at all.
For my skin. Okay, just want to throw that out there. So products, freaking amazing. Okay, so not only are they consumable and a necessity, they're freaking.
Okay, we have an update from Kate. Oops, sorry guys, hold on. It says ships from Amazon sold by Puropolis. That is probably like a third-party seller. And yeah, but if, like, for example, if you look up Prove It on Amazon, that's coming from Prove It, the company. That's not coming from a third-party seller. So they're undercutting their own distributors. And when you look at the price, and you wouldn't know this unless you've ordered their product before, because you guys know I was a part of that company. So their price is like $150. And so what the distributors will say is, oh no, they're making it more expensive because they're selling on Amazon, so people come to us. However, if you were to do a shopping cart side by side, you would see that the price is similar. Prove It has incorporated, in my opinion, the shipping and the tax and the price of the product. Whereas if you go to a Prove It distributor's website and add a box of ketones or whatever, it's going to show the similar price. Now, knowing that, who are you going to buy from? Amazon, where you can get it in 2 days, or from a Prove It distributor where it can take up to a week or so, depending on where you're at in the country. You know what I mean? They're undercutting the distributors, and the distributors are the ones that are defending it. And I've seen a lot of MLM companies that also are selling on Amazon and doing the same thing. It's so shady.
Amazing. And my husband loves them too. Every day someone tells him, "You're 38, you look like you're 20." And I'm like, yeah, he hasn't been always getting compliments like that. It's in the last few years. He had a little product switch. Okay, so super great.
Super great.
Timing. The timing of it. Our company's 8 years old. You don't want to join a company that's 50 years old. You don't want to join a company that's 100 years old. You don't want to join a company that's old because there's so much awareness. And people will say to me all the time, "Oh, I think Monet's saturated." I'm like,
you don't want to be with a company that's old, because basically what she's talking about is market saturation. Can you imagine getting a message from somebody, a cold message, and they're like, "Hey, I just saw your profile. Your hair is gorgeous. Have you ever heard of a company called Monet?" Monet is just as saturated.
It's saturated to you because maybe you follow a lot of Monet girls. I go walk outside, I go walk out the mall. I ask 10 people if they've ever heard of Monet. 8 of them say no. So no, not saturated. But right. I asked them if they heard of XYZ that's been around for 100 years. Like, "Oh yeah, my grandma used to do that. My aunt used to do that." That means the opportunity is not there. Maybe the products are great and people love that and there's great awareness for that, brand awareness. But the opportunity is really, really heavily amazing when there's not a lot of awareness of that. But, you know, with Monet growing to become $1 billion company, which now they are, when I joined, it was a risk. Like when I joined, it was
$1 billion company off of their own distributors, in my opinion.
Like, what's going to happen with this company? It's new. It was like 2.5 years old. Like, what's going to happen? So watching it grow into $1 billion company, watching it grow into all these new markets, watching it, you know, be absolutely sustainable through a pandemic, being in the self-care channel, super
sustainable through a pandemic. How? I mean, the mass exodus and the leaked income data doesn't really show that it's sustainable. And in fact, we know multi-level marketing is not sustainable. And I've given this example many, many times. I feel like it comes up on every video. The spinning plates example that I've talked about, I've got to sell this product. I've got to get these customers. I've got to get them on auto ship. And then you have your team and recruiting and all of that stuff. And you're constantly spinning these plates. And the second that you stop, everything crumbles. It's exactly what we're seeing from the income that was leaked. I think that was at the beginning of this year, along with income disclosure statements. So yikes.
Amazing for that. And then not only that, to be a home-based business on top of it, extra amazing, especially as the deficits grow and, you know, we enter into recession. I mean, there's so many ways that this can fill in gaps for people, in more ways than one. Okay.
Really?
So that
the income disclosure statement has entered the chat and said that's not the truth. Not at all.
That no competition, my opinion, no hair care comes freaking close. Especially, and even if it does, it's full of chemicals. It's not plant-based technologies. And I just want you to think about cars for a minute. I say
right, because cars and hair care, you can easily compare the two.
Say a lot that we are like the Tesla of hair care because
oh God, stop.
Cars drive themselves now. My husband has a Tesla. He loves it. He like literally his stress level is so much better. If you're thinking about getting a Tesla, I'm a huge fan. Tesla. He's had 0 issues with the car. It's amazing. And we love it. It's so great. It drives itself. It's so weird. But like I think about the transition of people's mindsets to like, oh no, they want to resist it. Like that seems weird. That seems freaky.
I love when they talk about chemicals. I forgot to mention this actually. You know what's in that mug? If there's anything in the mug, chemicals. because everything is a chemical, whether that's water, coffee. I mean, all of that is a chemical. So
that seems this, that seems that. And it's like kind of like how I was in the beginning of Monet. Like, oh, I don't know that plants can do that. Like, that's a load. That's BS, you know, but actually watching people experience and witness amazing things from plant-based technologies and knowing that the company continues to be at the forefront of any kind of research and development for.
Cite your sources. I would venture to say that there are probably many other plant-based hair care lines out there. Don't quote me because I'm not Googling that right now, but I bet there are. I bet Monet is not the only plant-based hair care line out there. And you know what's even crazier? I bet they're cheaper than Monet. I also bet that they don't have lawsuits like Monet does. Isn't that weird how that happens? Weird.
Or what's next in science, what's next? Like, there is basically the Tesla of hair care with the Nordstrom quality customer service.
Girl, what?
That's all I'm going to say about that. And then lastly,
it's embarrassing.
The comp plan. I see a lot of people promise a lot of people a lot of things and say, oh, if you were with our company and you sold that much, you'd make this much. They have like calculators and different things. Okay, show us people that are doing that. If a comp plan is so amazing and made to make $1 million a month, but no one is even coming close, then how good is that comp plan? How good is it?
So she does have the ability to see the facts when it comes to comp plans, when it comes to the numbers, but she's not applying it to the numbers that come from Monet.
If no one's able to achieve the things on that comp plan. You know what I'm saying? So, Monet, 8 years old, over 80 millionaires, like over 80 people have earned $1 million in commissions.
80. And how many, the same kind of thought process in all of this applies. If there's 80 millionaires, how many people are in the company? Because if there's, I don't know how many are in the company, but like if you were to look at the data of that statement, I bet it would mirror pretty closely the income disclosure statement.
And fools have gone on to the 5, myself now, which is crazy, in 5.5 years.
Because of your team. Because of your team, you've been able to make that.
The 10 MDC exists, and then now there's a 15 MDC, meaning someone in the company has earned 15 MDC.
Because they got in at the beginning. Her name is probably Tony, because she was one of the first distributors. Like, that's not the flex that I think you mean that to be.
Insane. That's what's possible because of all the 5 things I've listed. And so you have to put on that business hat. It was hard for me in the beginning. I was a hairstylist that didn't have a business hat, a business mindset. I didn't have the 401k. I wanted one, and I like almost set it up a couple times, but I didn't. And so to just have our life completely be night and day difference from before and after, it's so worth me sharing for other people that might be in that position, that want those moments with their family, that want more, time, choices in their life, that want something fun, that want something new to look forward to, that want to make an extra $100 a month, like that want to go on trips and have it not be like breaking the bank or anything like that. So I encourage you.
Let's talk about this income disclosure statement. I'm not going to put it up on the screen, but you guys can, if you want to look at it, you can Google really quickly after this or whatever, Monet income disclosure statement. This is from 2021. Now, remember all the things that she's talked about: vacationing, extra money, being home with your family. all the things. Remember that part? Okay. So there's this gray box. I always go to the small print because there's gold in the small print on these income disclosure statements because they say the quiet parts there, in my opinion. So the average annual income for all U.S. market partners at all ranks, which includes active and inactive market partners in 2021, was $831 for the year. $831. It doesn't really back up anything that she's saying, but we'll get there. Okay. 39% of US market partners were not active in 2021 and therefore did not earn any commissions. When you see this on income disclosure statements, you have to ask, well, how do market partners become active? Does it mean that they have to have an auto ship? Does it mean that they have to have a customer? What does that mean? Because every company defines it differently. The income information in the chart below includes active and inactive market partners in 2021. And here's where they define an active market partner. An active market partner is a market partner who earned any amount of commission in the 2021 calendar year. So typically what you will see on income disclosure statements is when they define it that way as somebody that earned any kind of commission in that year, they will exclude the inactive ones. So Monet actually includes it. Doesn't mean their numbers are any better. Does not mean that. We'll get there in a second. A market partner's rank may vary over the course of a year. For purposes of the chart below, the rank of each Monet market partner is the highest achieved title. So it's the highest title that they earned, okay? Those enrolled in November and December 2021, the highest achieved title was used for the highest achieved for 2 months. Now, remember what we talked about with the fast start bonuses and all that stuff? It's an elevated, if they get customers, if they sign up other distributors, it's elevated the money that they're making, okay? Given a 40-hour week, the average is 40 cents an hour with $831 for the year. Yikes. Okay, let's look at this. Now, 93.36% of market partners in 2021 were at the very first rank. 93.36%. Darn near the entire company. And what were their median annual gross earnings, which means any expenses, whether it's travel, whatever expenses are not included, it's gross. So the expenses will be taken out of that, was $21. So 93.36% of this company in 2021 earned a median of $21 for the year. These are people that are paying in most cases, in my opinion, that have the auto ships running, that are ordering the products, so that people like this that are in the top of the comp plan, because of the size of their team, she's able to say some of this stuff because of the 93% in this company. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, the next rank is Managing Market Partner, MMP. 3.26% of the company were at this rank in 2021. Their median annual gross earnings was $1,686. So they're making just roughly over, I don't know, $125 for the month or each month before expenses. Okay, that's important. The next rank is Associate Market Builder, 1.52% of the company. Their median, which is the midline of earnings, $3,739. So what's the difference between market partner, managing market partner, and associate market partner, or market builder, excuse me? Probably recruiting, probably the size of the team and the ranks of some of those team members. That's that. I'm not looking at their comp plan. I just have looked at a lot of these. So if you guys know, fill in the gaps. Okay. Then you have market builder, 0.44% of the company. Their median was $6,020. So it's almost doubled roughly from Market Builder or from AMB. Good Lord. All right. Then you have Managing Market Builder, 0.79% of the company, and their median gross income was $9,095. Let's go to the very top rank, the top two ranks. Executive Director, 0.01% of the company hit that rank, and their median income, gross income, was $381,898. $381,898 gross. I mean, that's gross, but like gross income. Yeah. And then you have Senior Executive Director, 0.01% of the company. And their gross annual income was like 1.1 million and some change. So when you see people like this that are talking about all the money that they're making, when they talk about the car bonuses, when they talk about the trips that they're taking, you have to have the whole story. And when you see stuff like this and being able to look at an income disclosure statement and trying to match the two up, you know that 93% of the company were making $21 for the year in 2021. What has happened since 2021? A mass exodus in Monet, which was how the information about their income and the monthly checks and the decrease has happened. That's like this year. So you have to ask yourself, hey, this is what's being shown on social media, but it's not actually, in my opinion, and based on data from Monet, that's not what's happening behind the scenes. It's actually the opposite. In order for somebody like this to be making the income that she says she is, it has to be off of the 93% of people, according to Monet's income disclosure statement, that are only making $21 in 2021 for the year. That's how these people make that kind of money. They always try to make it sound like anybody can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. And that's just not how multi-level marketing works. That's not how these comp plans work. So, yeah. Oh, Lord. So most people are making a penny an hour with $21 per year with 40-hour work week. Yeah, because we know that a lot of these people in multi-level marketing work hours and hours every single day. It's crazy. I think there's a little bit left on this video. Let's see. She's probably giving like some sort of call to action or something. Just message me, income if you'd like to hear more or something like that.
To reach out to whoever sent you this video. And if no one did and you're just happening to see it, I encourage you to reach out to me. I'm very passionate about my business and my partnerships and helping other people achieve success because it's so simple. It's just the hardest part is getting over yourself. Like for me, my ego, I didn't realize how big it was until I got into this and I'm like, holy crap, like I thought I was so much better than this. It's so sad. So no matter what you're doing, something like this can be intertwined in, and I encourage you to reach out. Thank you for listening. I'm going to get back to life and reality, and thank you for all the congratulations. It's been crazy. I know we're just getting started, which is the craziest thing about this, and I'm super excited to help other people.
Okay, I'm done with that. I don't know when that video was sent to me. And by the way, it was sent to me by Ava. If you guys know Ava, the creator, the anti-MLM creator, she sent that to me. So thank you so much for sending that, Ava. I appreciate you so much. I know she was messaging me and she's like, I'm so excited to hear what you have to say about it. Social media can be so deceptive. And I really do feel like some of these people in MLM use that to their advantage. That's why we see lifestyle posts. That's why we see some of the things that we do. It's an overhyped thing, and they are trying to use it to their advantage. And then when you see some of the the methods that they're trying to recruit, whether it's fear mongering or look at me, look what I'm doing, and they're taking pictures or videos at these events. A lot of these trips that they say are free, they're paying tax on it. It's on their 1099, and they would have no idea unless they asked their company for an itemized 1099. And if you're in an MLM and this video upsets you, ask your company for an itemized 1099 and see what's on it. That's all I'm going to say. Do it, because I think you're going to be really shocked. You're going to be really shocked. Yeah. Yeah. So go subscribe. That's my friend. She's amazing. Also, Charlene is amazing too. Thank you for posting that. Shout out to Ava for sending that video. She's incredible. Yeah. Anyways, that's the video. And yes, we have to get her to 2K. Absolutely. Actually, I should be pointing this way. It's backwards anyways. We definitely need to get her to 2K for sure. Hello, Patricia. Hi, Aaron. Recently started binging your videos and I love your commentary style. Sending love from the Philippines. That's so cool. Yeah, there's a lot of MLMs in the Philippines. Thank you so much for this. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys are not already subscribed, we are getting close to 10K, friends, and I'm very excited about it. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And keep putting out videos. Keep doing live streams with y'all. I appreciate, just like I say on every video, I appreciate every like. I appreciate every comment. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every member. You guys are incredible. Yeah, like the stream. If you would, please. We are currently 95 subscribers away at the time of this video, obviously, from 10K. So that's really exciting. What's more exciting is the fundraiser that I'm doing that is going to help people with disordered eating and eating disorders. And so if you would like to grab some merch from my website, you can click the link on any of my social media pages. It'll take you right to my merch site and you can grab some cool stuff. I'm donating all proceeds, all profit from merch in the month of May to that organization I mentioned at the beginning of this video. It's really, really exciting. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate you being here. And again, like the video. It would be really cool if I hit that 10K on my birthday. That'd be really cool. And if you're able to grab some merch, please do so. Of course, I don't want to pressure anybody into that. If you're in a place where you can do that, that would be cool. You can also donate directly to the organization if you would like to do that as well. So, all right. I am going to head out and hang with fam. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't join an MLM. Not worth it. Do your own thing. Start your own business. Yeah. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, everybody. See you later.